Hello everyone and welcome to another video about English grammar and vocabulary. And in this video I will be talking about some of the important characteristic of the English language. So characteristic today's interesting fact about the English language is what we call phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are interesting because just take the following example. Call is something that you all know what the meaning of call, but when we add particle of, it means something totally different. So call plus the particle of, they make a different meaning. Together they make the meaning to cancel. Okay, let's take the following example. Here we have it's raining, so we will need to call off the picnic. So because it's raining, we don't have to go on a picnic because it's raining. To call off here, it means to cancel. We can say it's raining, so we will need to cancel the picnic. You're sick. Are you going to call off the party? To call off, to cancel the party. Are you going to cancel the party? We called off the meeting because Joe missed his flight. We called off, or we can say we cancelled the meeting because Joe missed his flight. So we cancelled is the simple past of the verb to cancel, and called off is the past form of call off. We add ed, so we also change phrasal verb depending on the tense of the sentence. We have a different phrasal verb here. We have work out, work off. Work off, it means depends on the context, of course, again. So we have here, I ate a lot of ice cream yesterday. I'm going to go for a run to work it off. It's here related to exercising. For example, here we have to work. In this example, it means to lose or get rid of something by doing physical activity. And work off is a separable phrasal verb, which means that the object can be placed between the verb and preposition or adverb. When the object is a pronoun, it must be placed between the verb and preposition or adverb. So here we can say I will go swimming and work off the cake. I will go swimming and work the cake off. You can also say I will go swimming and work it off. But you cannot say I will go swimming and work off it. That's not English. So we have here also a different phrasal verb which means to take off. The plane take off, but when we still arrived on time. The plane took off, but we still arrived on time. So take off here is in simple past. That's why it takes from took off, which means to begin to fly. Take off is an intransitive phrasal verb. Intransitive, it means does not take a direct object. The plane took off late. That's 100% correct, but we don't say the plane took late off. That's incorrect. Set off also relates to travel, which means to leave on a trip or start going somewhere. To start a journey, for example, you can say I'm excited to get away. But what time should we set off for the airport tomorrow? Set off is an interesting phrasal verb. This means that it does not take a direct object. To conclude an object, use a preposition after set off. He set off on a long trip. He set off a long trip. We cannot say he set off a long trip. So here we have a different phrasal verb, which means to lay off. Tom loves his job and never slacks off, but his company is having financial problems and may lay Tom off. To lay off someone, it means to stop employing someone for reasons that are not related to the person's abilities. So Tom loves his job and never slacks off. What do you mean by slacks off? Slacks off means someone who does less effort and less energy doing something, for example a job or something. So here Tom loves his job and never slacks off, but his company is having financial problems and may lay Tom off, may fire him off, for example, may fire him. Lay off is a separable phrasal verb. This means that the object can be placed between the verb and preposition adverb. When the object is a pronoun, it must be placed between the verb and preposition adverb. We can say the company may lay Tom off. We can also say the company may lay him off. Or we can say the company may lay off Tom. Also, it's correct. But you cannot say the company may lay off him. It's incorrect. It's not English. We also have another phrasal verb, which is cut off, to drive in front of another vehicle, car, truck, etc., in a sudden or dangerous way. Which this phrasal verb is related to driving, of course, which means I almost got into an accident when someone cut me off. To cut off is a separable phrasal verb, which means that the object can be placed between the verb and the preposition. So otherwise, we explained before. I cut that guy off. I cut off that guy. I cut him off. I cut off him. It's incorrect. The last one is incorrect. You cannot say that. It's incorrect. And we have also to rip off, to cheat, charge too much. People nowadays love to visit those restaurants that rip them off. Tag a friend who has been ripped off. Okay, so have a nice day. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I will be sharing more videos about phrasal verbs with other particles apart from off. Okay, so have a nice day.